So the reverse process, when you first start talking to your borrower, you do have to provide a proposal for them. Within that proposal packet, they will have counseling agents that they have to contact, and they have to complete this counseling, this homeownership counseling. Depending on the program, they will have HECM counselings, they will have the proprietary counselings, and then they should have the second lien counselings as well. These counselings, think of it as for like first-time home buyers. When they do down payment assistance, they require to take a counseling session. It's similar to that. However, for reverse, we do have to have a specific timeline to qualify and be in compliance. So once you've sent that proposal, the borrower has to set up their counseling session. Once they've completed this counseling session, in the state of California, you do have to wait 7 days to open escrow, open title, order the FHA case number, send out the application. Why? Because the borrower does have those 7 days to think whether they want to proceed with us or not. Okay, so in order for us to be in compliance, you do have to wait the 7 days. So on the 8th day after they've completed this counseling, that's when we will open title and escrow. We can order the FHA case number for FHA loans, for the HECM loans, order appraisal. We will send out the application for the borrower to e-sign. Once that's done, once the application has been e-signed, we have all the submission package. It will be sent to underwriting. Obviously, it goes same thing as all the other loans. The underwriter will review it, give us conditions. We'll work on the conditions. Once we have that clear to close, then we'll be able to issue the loan docs. If I'm not mistaken, the reverse mortgage will lock the loan when we get that clear to close. So once we get that clear to close, they will lock the loan at the rate that is available. Once they got issued the loan docs, same thing as a regular refinance. We do have a 3-day rescission period in order for the loan to fund after the signing date. Okay, after the rescission period has been met and all conditions have been cleared, then the loan can be funded and the proceeds will be dispersed to the client. Any questions on this process? Like I mentioned, California, as far as I know, is really one of the few that does have that waiting period. Any other state, I believe they don't have this waiting period. However, if you guys do have any reverse in any other state, we could always double confirm with our AE to make sure that we are compliant with any of their specific requirements.
For the counseling courses, I know like credit.org, they offer grants to people because typically it's for the counseling is $199, but they could apply for a grant that waives that fee for if anyone has.
So the counseling sessions, it depending on the counselors that they set up, they do offer different options. They could qualify to waive the counseling fee. It can range from anywhere from $125 to $200. And no, to be in compliance, the borrower has to set up this session. You as a loan officer cannot contact the counselors to set up these sessions for them. You're not supposed to be in the counseling session either, because what they want is to make sure that the borrower is aware of what this program does for them, that they're okay in proceeding without being influenced by us. But yes, Alex is right. The counseling fee Depending on the borrower and that counseling agency, it can be waived. Okay. So just to recap, HECM candidates, any borrower who is 62 years or older, property values that are under 1.2 million, they can be seeking government protection. So again, because it's FHA insured, and they want a little bit flexible with their payment options. So they can get, again, they can get a lump sum at the closing. They can set up a line of credit, or they can set up a monthly payment option. The HomeSafe candidates, homeowner that is 55 years or older, the value is anywhere between, the home value is anywhere between 1 million to 10 million. Anyone that wants to avoid their monthly insurance payments, mortgage insurance payments, I mean, or if they need to access more equity. Again, because the HECM, it is limited to their FHA limits. There is so much that they can borrow with the HECM. For the HomeSafe second candidates, anyone who has a really low and current first lien mortgage, anyone who has a credit of excellent credit of 720 or higher, that they are looking to get a lump sum to do home repairs, consolidate any debt. So it's a quick and fast, oh God, I'm going blank, option for them to clear their immediate, oh my gosh, I am going blank, guys. I am so sorry. Their immediate
BBL surgery.
Thank you. Anyone who is not suitable for any of these referred options is anyone who is planning to move out of their home soon. If they have other costly options, less costly options. So any option that we can do, maybe a regular conventional if it's cheaper for them. Anyone who is not able to maintain their property. So apart from having to pay their monthly or the property taxes, homeowners insurance, HOA, they do have to make sure that the property is being maintained as well. So if they do a drive-by and the home does not look like it's livable, the lender can go back and say, hey, you guys got to repay back this loan. So they do have to maintain that property. Anyone who's looking to get a quick short-term cash needs only, this is not an option for them. These reverse mortgages, think of them as long-term. It should be kind of like their last refinance type of thing, where it's just, all right, we're trying to settle, no more having to pay mortgage. We're just going to pay a specific monthly fee. All right, so these are a few key takeaways for when you guys are kind of talking to your clients. So you want to analyze their age, their value of the home, existing, and if they have any existing mortgages. Ideally, if they have a free and clear property, the amount that they would be able to get, they would qualify for a lot more higher than the examples I provided. Again, we do have to do that financial assessment regarding the residual income. Ideally, they don't have a lot of debts either. So we do run their credit. Even though reverse mortgage, they're not really focused on the FICOs per se. Because of that residual income, we do have to calculate their monthly expenses and how much debt they have. Okay, for high value homes, so any homes that have that they've increased a lot of equity, their home value has increased a lot, that they would be great for this type of programs. Again, if they want to be able to qualify for a bit more money, the proprietary products would be one of the best options to look at. And then, as always, you want to let them know, hey, your taxes and insurance have to be paid. If it's something where it's not, you're not too sure that the bar is going to be on top of it, like I said, definitely try to get them to look into Elisa and having that account set up for them as well. And that is the end of my presentation. Do you guys have any questions? Anything that I might have missed?
Brenda,
Yes.
so probably one to highlight is some of the speed bumps, which would be potentially a speed bump, would be to see if the borrower has been paying their property tax on time. Because if they run late, then they'll have to do a Lisa. And
Yes,
that's still a couple of my deals. Because they elected to pay their property tax on time. And then the other is during canceling, it's good to vet your clients that they will be asked what they plan to do with the money. So it has to make sense. It can't be something that, it's not responsible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So responsible spending, because they are elderly and they want to make sure that they're protected. Those are the two things that I've come across whereby in the past I didn't vet it to where I told the customers to be very wise in what they plan to do with the money.
Thanks, Ian. That's a good input. I personally have not. I know at the old company I used to work with, one of our loan officers took a counseling class just to find out what they would ask the clients, just so that they would have an idea and give his clients a heads up. The other thing is we can't close in a power of attorney. We can't close in a trust. However, both of these have to be approved by the lender, by the underwriter, and it has to be approved by the titles underwriter as well. So if you guys know that the property is in a trust, make sure you guys get that trust document in as soon as possible, because I've seen previously where it shows up later that they want to do a trust and it delays our closing or CTC, because now the underwriter's trust attorney has to review it, and it does take a while to be reviewed and approved.
Right.
Same thing if it's a power of attorney. If they are elderly couples, elderly borrowers, sometimes they have a power of attorney. We've also, again, one of the main things for them to qualify is that they are living in the property. So if they have a spouse who is a non-borrowing spouse, right? Or let's say we actually had a scenario where both husband and wife, they were trying to qualify, but the wife was not living at the property because of her health issues. She was in a senior living center. She wasn't a borrower anymore because she did not live in the property. She had to become a non-borrowing spouse, meaning we couldn't use her income anymore. Thankfully, because she wasn't living there, the residual income became now to a household of one, and that borrower was able to qualify by himself. So we were able to close that loan. But just know, in order for the borrowers, for a husband and wife both be borrowers, they do have to live in the property.
Brenda,
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to add on the POA, power of attorney. Well, I just found out, because this is my first power of attorney doing reverse mortgage, as you know, with our file. You have to have the original power of attorney.
Yes, you always have to have the original power of attorney and the original trust too.
Right. So the original would have to be submitted to title. And I called Lynn, our title rep, or at least the title rep I used. She says, don't worry, you'll get that original back.
Yeah.
It'll be mailed back to the to the client.
So for recording purposes, title does have to have that original power of attorney in order for them to record. And then after it's recorded, they will mail out the original back to the borrower. And it's not just with reverse. Anytime we have a power of attorney, we do need that original copy to send out to title. And then, because title does need the original copy to be able to record. Any other questions?
Hey,
What
Brenda,
happens-
it's C. Just to,
Sorry, go ahead.
no problem, Alex. Hey guys, just real quickly, I do have a contact, a nonprofit, that I found for my last reverse mortgage, and she does the counseling for free, and she is extremely loan officer friendly. I was able to reach out to her directly to get the certificates and all that good stuff. So I'll add that contact information in the GTO chat later on today.
Yeah, great.
I have
Okay.
a question. What
Yeah.
happens to the property after they pass away?
So that depends on how their title on the property is. So if the title is in a trust, then whoever is the beneficiary in the trust, they will get it. But if it was just John Doe, just his property, then it'll go to court. If he has children, they will go into probate, and the children can fight for the property. But it does become a long process. So,
And the children have to pay back the loan, correct?
oh yeah, after the homeowner passes, this loan has to be paid back. So whether it goes to the court or if it's a trust, the loan has to be paid back. If the children are going to keep the property, they have to find a way to refinance the home and pay back this loan. If they want to sell the property, whatever they sell it, they will pay back, and then whatever's left over, they would be able to keep as their funds.
Okay,
But yes,
thank you.
this loan has to be paid back either way. Any other questions? No? Okay. Well, we'll call it short. Yes, Harrison.
Is it okay if I talk briefly about the marketing materials I sent out?
By all means, yes.
Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to share my screen real quick. And some of you guys might have gotten that document via GChat, but I just want to share it with the whole team as well, in case any of you guys want this marketing material. Okay, so first thing here is all of our loan products. So I plan on printing this out into a packet and giving it to the HomeReady team. But of course, I can have one specific to you. See, I'm just going to use yours as an example. And the only difference with your packet would be just your contact information. But as always, just shoot me a message if you want this for yourself. This is going to be more for a HomeReady team. But I'm also building out a Meet Our Team where it's going to just have a general overview on who's representing the Giving Tree lending on the loan side and the types of loan products you guys prefer to work with. So I'll be reaching out to you guys individually to kind of give me a list. And obviously you can find that list of loan products in this packet. And this is going to be the high level view where it's just going to name all the loan products, but I will be also creating one specific to you guys. And so let's say you guys, prefer these 4 types of loan or 5, I can make a flyer for you. And again, see, this is just an example. This is not yours, but I can also make a Korean version as well. So to start off, I'll just reach out to you guys individually with this image to ask what type of loan products you guys want to specialize in. But yeah, just look out for something like this or a message from me via GChat later today.
I want mine in pink.
Yeah, pink for pimp. Let's go.
Great job, Harrison. Thank you, Brenda.
All right. Well, thank you, Harrison. Thank you guys for joining. Again, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If not, we'll see you guys next week with hopefully Roger and Peter will be back.
Thank you so much, Brenda.
Thank you,
Bye.
Brenda.
Thank you.
Thank you.